this.
Here we go.
So Boston wins the tip. And now the opening lineup for Boston. We've got Hachimura. He's out there with Junior. And it's Mack and it's set. Outside Collins. Knocks down the 3-ball.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Fires away from way outside. From beyond the arc and then some. Lets the 3 fly. It's not going to go for him. Good work defensively by Hachimura. Here's Dennis. Gets it to go from 18 feet away.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
See, this is what analytics don't take into account. Some guys thrive in the mid-range. It really depends on the shooter. It's actually kind of lazy.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Collins, good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
It's his first trip to the line. First free throw is good. And so Collins nails both of them.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
And there's the drive. Mack, good.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
3-pointer. Good on the triple. 13 points for Shakenbeck.
And from three-point range, guys, he has hit the ground running. What a first quarter.
From outside the arc. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Here's the 3. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Gone 4 of 5 from three-point land to get things going here in the first. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense. Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Nice job capturing the moment on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
He is getting everything he wants. The defense is seemingly powerless to slow him down.
Oh, that's offensive interference. Boston making a switch here. Gaze checked in. Gone 7 of 8 from the field to start the game. Very hot shooting. From downtown, and there's Collins on the assist from Edwards. Collins has got 23 points.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Ball's checked in for Hachimura. Launches it from deep. It's hauled in by Edwards. Gone an incredible 8 of 9 from the field. Got a hand on it, and that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Here's a peek at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the top rebounders in this year's playoffs. And you look at Collins. He does a great job inside. One of the top rebounders in the league.
He's dialed up his rebounding here in the postseason. There's something about the big games that bring out the best in him. And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Collins, good.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
And taken away by Brown. Kicks it out to Collins. Shoots over ball. Nice spin off the left rim and in. 30 points for Shakenbeck.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
They need this. And he lays it up and in.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Puts up a deep three. It's hauled in by Edwards.
If they want to come back, he needs to be better.
Collins. And he uses the glass on the layup. Collins has got 35 in the game.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Puts up a deep three. Collins grabs the miss.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
Nice shot from the wing. 37 points for Shake and Bake.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is. Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
Trains it from beyond the arc.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the three.
This one for three. Hits the three-point bomb. Collins has got 43 points.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
And that's it for the first quarter in what's been a very lopsided game. And it's time for more of the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. What a time of year. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
They've got Smith. Castle is out there with the general. Then it's Collins.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
And for Boston, they've got LaMelo Ball. Hachimura out there with Jackson. Then it's Daniels, and it's Ryder in at the small forward position. Ball with the bucket.
And I love Ball's awareness. When the mid-range J is available, he is more than happy to take it.
The general is out there with Castle. Then it's Smith. Then it's Collins.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. And for Boston, Daniels out there with LaMelo Ball. And there's Jackson, and it's Hachimura in at the 4 slot.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. And finished off by Collins.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
3 on 3. Smith finds Collins. Another bucket. Wow. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Flushing it on a much taller defender. That is just filthy.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Boston making a switch here. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Boston. They lost their last game on Tuesday.
Yeah, they made some spectacular plays in it right to the very end. Just couldn't get over the hump.
And that is why coaches preach about the details. The margins in this league are razor thin. Keep riding that hot hand. He's been pretty much unstoppable.
Antetokounmpo up top. Still scoreless. Here's Smith into the lane, and Smith slams it home.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
And that one's good. Hachimura.
And Ball is a proven distributor. He's got a real talent for spotting the cracks in the D.
Smith's shot is good. Smith's got 5 points now this quarter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Ball from deep three-point territory. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And the dunk by Smith.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
The General can't get it to go. Boston's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Fires away from outside. Pass to Castle. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots the 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Taken away. Picked off in midair. And Hachimura with a clear path to the rack. And another basket for Boston.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Down in the low post, it goes.
You know, he almost pulled the trigger on that possession, but recognized that there was a better option. That's what we mean by playing for your teammates.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. He has yet to score, and it's Boston with another.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
It's offline from half court.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Not only a terrible shot, but also at the worst possible time. That's just not a good idea.
Here's the General, and he dunks it down.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce two-hander. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound. Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play. The board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness. Here's the General. Lets it go with a 3. Bangs home the trifecta. The General's got 5.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
So, as we conclude the first half, so far, fairly one-sided. Delivering the blowout. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
When you shoot it efficiently, the probability of winning goes way up. It also saves you wasted energy.
Yeah, sometimes teams try.
Their chance in this final series. That'll do it for our show.
And glad to have you with us as we get going here in Game 2. It's been one outstanding game for Shake and Bake.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with the game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Collins is out there with Smith. Then it's Bagley. Then there's Melodon. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. Goes up again. Here's Hachimura. And the rejection by Collins. And they're able to recover. Boston, no good that time either.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Well-rounded effort, and they showed no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly. A clean start to the half for them, knocking down their first 3 shots.
To stop the run. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. 9 points in the game so far.
He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
From deep. Rebound by Smith.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Collins, good. Collins has got 11.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Puts up a deep 3. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Collins, that's a 2-pointer, and they cash in right away with the quick shot. Collins has got 13 points here in the second half alone. Here's Dennis, defended by Beck, and the basket by Dennis.
Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
And here's Collins from outside. And Boston with the rebound. From deep 3-point territory. And it's Mellodown with the rebound.
He has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team. You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Stolen. Pass to Smith. And here's Collins. He's got 16. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. Collins has got 19 points.
And after he went scoreless in the first half, he's finally getting it going, looking much more comfortable.
Cans it from downtown.
And now with 2 3-pointers in each half, he's really doing his all to help his team out from deep.
Fires from deep. He's still up. Now he is 9 of 10.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Dennis. He's got 8. And the rejection by Smith. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Boston making a switch here. Gaze checked in. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Good on the 3-point shot.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks Chelsea.
Stripped away. Mellodown passes to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points. The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And here's Collins from outside. Sinks the triple. Collins has got 30 points.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Now, here's Mellodown. Hasn't made one yet. Basket counts.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
It's tipped. And here's the fast break. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
Horrible mistake right there. You hate to see unforced turnovers like that.
Looking to end the run. The long distance three is buried. He's got 17.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Delivering the blowout. And we're coming right back after this. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the floor for Boston, we've got Antetokounmpo. Daniels out there with Hayes. Then it's Ball, and it's Dennis in at the shooting guard.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of
shot, high post. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Boston shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Again, and it's good on the layup.
And he's doing everything he can offensively to lift them out of this hole. But I'm not sure his hot shooting can do it alone.
Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. Collins checked in for Bagley. Okogie's checked in for Boston. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Boston. There's the triple. The shot will not fall. Ball's gone 2 for 6 from the floor so far. It's up a three. Drills it from outside.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. You gotta at least show a little heart out here.
Smith dishes to Collins. Pass to Maladon. Beyond the arc. Hits it from... three-point range.
Yeah, he's just a confident shooter from the three-point range, even with the D hovering near him.
Here's Dennis. And that's good off the glass that time. Dennis has got 6 points in the quarter. Gotten all three of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. To the wing on the left. Oh, wow!
That is powerful.
And that one is stuffed right through.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
For three, Smith. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain. A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Tipped away. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Rebound by Smith.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession. A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Yeah, you'd love to see a little bit more fire on defense. Shoot, any fire on defense. They can't just be giving the game away.
And here's Collins from outside. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got assist number 5 here tonight. Here's Okogie. He's guarded by Collins, and it's good. 2 points.
Okay, that's on the defense. You got to show more fight if you want to stop them.
And they're running. Dennis misses. Gotten in the groove from 3-point range. They are 4 for 4 since the third quarter ended. Here's Maladon. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
That's a shot he loves. Unless there's a guy right in his jersey, he's going to convert.
Boston's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. The three, Okogie misses. Robbins, Antetokounmpo defending. Robbins buries the long-range jumper.
It's such a sweet three-point stroke there. And it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
Here's Dennis. Rebound by Smith.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And that one is good.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal it again. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Shoots it up to the paint. Great pass to set up the layup.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Here's Robbins. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Smith, and then Smith with the dunk.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. And this win puts them